Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I'm your host, Mark Francis. The launch of Meghan Markle's new lifestyle brand, As Ever, has inadvertently stirred some confusion, as the name has long been associated with a vintage-inspired New York business founded over a decade ago by Mark Kolski. Despite the situation, Kolski tells the New York Times he has no immediate plans for legal action, though he consulted his brother, an attorney, on the matter. He's not an intellectual property lawyer, but he did say, you have some rights based on your established business. While Kolski acknowledged that trademark protection could potentially be an avenue, he emphasized that he is not interested in mounting a legal challenge unless a direct conflict impacts his business. Right now, I'm just going back to work, and I'm trying to keep the awareness on my brand. If any conflict eventually arises that affects my business, I'll evaluate that then. Moreover, he was quick to dispel any notion of animosity towards Meghan, countering media speculation of a brewing dispute. What it feels like is out there, people are making comments in the media. They want to create a rift between us, but there isn't, he clarified. I haven't talked to them. They haven't talked to me. There's no battle going on. According to Bella magazine, the Prince and Princess of Wales' friends have reportedly found Meghan Markle's new business name rather amusing, so much so they've privately dubbed it As If, as if it will take off. One supposed friend of the couple claimed the announcement had sparked considerable laughter within their social circle. It's caused quite a bit of laughter within the group. WhatsApp messages have been going back and forth, they revealed. The source went on to describe the rebranding effort as very budget and rushed, adding, embarrassing, really? Meanwhile, author Richard Osman and journalist Marina Hyde have voiced their skepticism over Meghan's latest business announcement, offering a rather pointed critique on the Rest is Entertainment podcast. Hyde took aim at Meghan's Instagram reveal, remarking, she claimed in that little Instagram video, in that little "I'm so excited to share this with you" way. I always feel that if someone says I'm so excited to share this with you, that whatever comes next will be appalling. Osman followed up with his own wry take, adding, if you have to say I am excited, then you know you are not, because you should show that you're excited. I mean, just talking, you could say, oh my God, she looks really excited. But if you have to say, me, I'm excited, well, you think, tell your face, love. In the Daily Mail, Amanda Patel wrote about the ticking time bomb that could blow up under Meghan Markle and derail her new rebrand. Amanda writes, is it a coincidence that almost a week before the delayed Netflix launch of the Duchess of Sussex's new Make or Break with Love Meghan lifestyle series, the couple's former royal aide Jason Nauf has spoken out in an interview for the first time? Whatever the case, that he has talked in public at all suggests he might be a ticking time bomb that could one day detonate under Meghan's self-appointed fabulousness. The question is, why did the palace never publish the bullying investigation, particularly when Prince Philip nicknamed Meghan the Duchess of Windsor in a barbed remark with a wealth of subtext, according to royal biographer Ingrid Seward? Almost certainly because at the time the future King Charles and his ailing mother, the late Queen, were desperate to keep the fragile peace between the Sussexes and the royals. It's surely why the dossier was buried. Trouble is that, as we have learned from the royals' previous attempts to keep their messy personal lives secret, Charles' affair with Camilla, Diana's affair with James Hewitt, ticking time bombs that have a habit of exploding in their faces when least expected. Insiders believe it is inconceivable that Nauf, who worked happily with William and Kate, would have spoken on TV without the very least William's tacit agreement. Especially as in his interview, Nauf is full of praise for Prince William, saying of the terrible breakdown of his relationship with Harry that William was both hard and sad, adding rather scorchingly that he had chosen to be private about it. As proof of Jason Nauf's integrity and closeness to Prince William after Megxit, he went on to become a special advisor to him and Kate, and then the chief executive of the Royal Foundation, the charitable arm of their official operations. He was also made a lieutenant of the Royal Victorian Order by the Prince of Wales at Windsor Castle in 2023, tellingly saying that it was the honour of his lifetime to work for the Prince and Princess of Wales. Yet for all his closeness to Prince William, Jason Nauf remains the keeper of perhaps the most devastating secrets of modern royal history. He knows about Meghan's alleged bullying of two women at a time when she was parading herself as a feminist. He could turn out to be a ticking time bomb for self-appointed Saint Meghan. The bomb hasn't exploded yet, but it might one day, and not a moment too soon. Her Majesty Queen Camilla has welcomed a new addition to the royal household, an 8-week-old rescue puppy named Molly. While visiting Canterbury for an engagement celebrating the city's literary and artistic heritage, the Queen revealed the news while stroking a guide dog named Fergie. "I've just got a new puppy. He's 8 weeks old," she told guide dog owner Susan Mason before laughing when asked about his breed. "You may well ask a bit of everything. It's a rescue dog. It's called Molly. It looks just like a mole." Molly comes to the Queen from Battersea Dog and Cats Home, continuing her long-standing support for rescue animals. Camilla's deep affection for dogs has been well documented, particularly through her beloved Jack Russells, Beth and Bluebell. Beth, who was adopted from Battersea in 2011, sadly passed away last November after developing an untreatable tumour. The loss was deeply felt, with Camilla sharing at the time how Beth had been moved from pillar to post and dumped before finding a home with her. Bluebell, also a rescue, was found wandering the woods in a severely malnourished state, but was nursed back to health and became Beth's loyal companion. The two dogs made history in 2020 as the first rescue dogs to take up residence in Buckingham Palace. They also featured in a memorable photograph celebrating Charles and Camilla's 15th wedding anniversary at Burke Hall, and even had their likenesses embroidered into Camilla's coronation gown. The Queen's visit to Canterbury was marked by another historic moment as she unveiled a life-size bronze statue of Aphra Behn, the trailblazing 17th century writer, often credited as England's first professional female author. She also visited the Beanie House of Art and Knowledge, where she engaged with a partially sighted museum group and, in true form, made a beeline for yet another guide dog, Ralph. "He looks very happy," she observed, before adding, "He can probably smell my dogs." Molly now joins the ranks of royal canine companions past and present, continuing a long tradition of dog-loving monarchs. King Charles, too, has a fondness for Jack Russells, having owned several throughout his life, including his cherished Tigger, who lived to the grand age of 18. A willow and bronze wire sculpture of Tigger still stands in the gardens of Highgrove in tribute. Interestingly, Tigger's daughter, Pooh, ran off into the trees in 1994 and was never found. Though Molly may be of indeterminate breed, he has already secured a place in the royal family's rich history of four-legged friends, joining a lineage of devoted and much-loved royal dogs. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceentry@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a review of 5 stars if you're enjoying the show. Don't forget we have a new show out called White Smoke, The Path to a New Pope. Very timely and historical look at how the Pope is elected. You can find that wherever you get your podcasts, White Smoke, and it's available now. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.